I'm Andrea.
And I'm Andre, and we're... So I remember a while ago when we first started talking about doing reconstructions, and you said, thank God that Marco Polo's in color, because I wouldn't really be able to take it. And thank God that Crusade is a good story, because I wouldn't be able to take it.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what to say, because I knew stories like Galaxy 4 were coming.
Yeah, I saw the look in your eye when I said that. You're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah. We just finished watching Galaxy 4, which is the first story of the third season. 3/4 of it are missing, and so we watched 3 reconstructions. It wouldn't have really mattered. The episode that exists is also just about as boring. So you made it through Galaxy 4, that's impressive.
I did. Although I spent 15 minutes trying to decide if my socks have camels or deer on them.
What did you end up with?
I'm thinking camels.
Camels?
I think, but I don't know for sure still. But that was a good 15 minutes, and
Yeah.
then I would glance back up and be like, oh, it's still just the same creature moving slowly across the screen.
So the plot of Galaxy 4, there are 2 alien races, the Dravens, which look like people, and the Rills, which look like monsters. And they meet each other in space over this planet, and they get in a fight, and both spaceships crash. And as it turns out, this planet is going to explode in just a couple of days. And so the Dravens would like to steal the Rill spaceship, which works. The Draven spaceship does not. They'd like to steal the Rill spaceship so they can leave and abandon the Rills on the exploding planet. And the Doctor is sort of embroiled in this intrigue between them, and that sounds a lot more exciting than it is.
It sounds so much more exciting than it really was. They could have done this in a 30-minute episode and it might have been okay.
It might have been okay.
Yeah. This was 2 hours.
It was really long. It feels really long. It feels when you're watching it just feels like it's going at such a glacial pace. And so much of it is just the Chumblies, the little robot creatures moving slow.
I don't know. I had to entertain myself through this. I'm like, oh, it's kind of like Jaws. They're like, but then, they're, 2 episodes in, we find out that they're, 3, I guess, that they're, not evil.
Right.
So then I'm like, oh, doesn't the evil music sort of seem unnecessary at this point?
Just a little. So that's the big twist of Galaxy 4, is that the human-looking creatures are evil. And the monstrous-looking creatures are
They're not just humans, they're all women.
They're all women.
And they're all decent-looking, kind of pretty women.
Right,
Yeah.
so that's apparently, that's what passes for a big twist.
Shocking! Evil women!
Yes. But also shocking, good monsters,
Right.
Right.
Haven't they seen Monsters, Inc.?
A good point.
Yes. Fair point, I think.
That's not a bad message to give to kids watching it. Don't judge a book by its cover, don't go by appearances, monsters could be good, but it's so boring.
It's so boring, I don't even know, what to say about it. It's just hardly anything happened.
Hardly anything happened. And you didn't even get good stuff with Steven and Vicky. I mean,
No.
they're usually such dynamic characters, and they just sort of fade into the background on this one.
They all do. Nobody does anything.
Nothing stands out. It just sort of lies there.
Yeah.
We do have that interesting ending, though, which actually surprised me, of the Doctor actually abandoning the Dravens on the planet that explodes, and they all die.
Right, because he said 2 episodes earlier, he's like, we don't kill anybody. I don't kill anybody, and neither does my company or whatever. And then, he left them to die. But they were pure evil.
They were.
The last 2 episodes, or the last 2 stories, I've questioned the Doctor's judgment at the end. Because the last one that we watched, he left the monk, the meddling monk, but he's, really not a monk, he's a time traveler or whatever. But he abandoned him on that planet, broke his ship and abandoned him on that planet. But he wasn't an evil character, he was just misguided.
Right.
And so really the right thing to do would have been to try to help him see the error of his ways and coach him or whatnot. Instead, the doctor was just like, deuces, I'm just gonna leave you here, see you later, maybe I'll come back.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, so that was the last one, and then this one, he left those women to
die. Yeah.
Yeah.
To die horribly in an exploding planet.
Right.
Right.
Not that I wasn't like, I don't know, whatever about it, because she was an evil, evil woman.
Right. And boring.
So.
That should be exciting. They're on a planet that's going to explode. I don't care.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, they talked for like 10 minutes about like the ship charging up or something, and I'm like, nobody cares.
Because it wasn't even hard to do what they did. You know, all they did was they ran a cable from the TARDIS and charged up a spaceship. That's the whole plot.
For like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So that's not the best way to kick off season 3.
It's really not, Andre. It's really not.
Uh,
I'm a little freaked out. I am. I know we have a lot of reconstructions ahead of us.
We do.
That wasn't even the problem, though.
No, it wasn't that it was reconstruction.
No,
it's that it was boring.
That it was boring.
Yeah, and they're not all like that.
All right.
So I mean, next week we've got 5 reconstructions, and none of these episodes exist. They're all recons.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I think you'll find it a little easier because the stories are good.
All right.
So next week we're going to do the single episode Mission to the Unknown, and then the 4 episode The Mythmakers. So we will see you then. Thanks for watching.
Bye.